Thank you so much. Wait, Tawna? But you're different.
I get to talk about Tawna Bandicoot in Crash Bandicoot 4! Hello and welcome to PlayStation Access. My name's Rosie, and we have the huge honour of being part of the reveal of the final playable character in Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. We've seen gameplay for Crash, Coco, Cortex and Dingodile, but I'd like to introduce you to the new Tawna Bandicoot. No, not this Tawna Bandicoot who was saved by Crash at the end of his first adventure. I mean, yes, she's still Tawna, but she's a different character, as this Tawna is from a different dimension. Hence why, you may have noticed she has this blonde and blue hair, a spiky leather jacket, and these pink leg warmers. The new Tawna has a completely unique backstory, and whereas in the original trilogy, Tawna vanished after the first game, in her universe, this is flipped, and Crash and Coco have vanished instead. And before you ask, I don't know why.
We lost touch in your universe too, huh?
Yeah, you could say that.
Now, if you couldn't tell, this Tawna doesn't need saving by Crash, as she's been on many different adventures by herself, and she's picked up a fair amount of new skills on the way. First of all, and probably the most noticeable thing about her gameplay, is the hookshot, which, fun fact, was originally going to be a boomerang. If you are a fan of the Crash Bandicoot series, you may remember that this is not the first time a hookshot has been used, as Nina Cortex used something similar in Crash to Insanity on the PS2. I say something similar as really, her hookshot is her hand. I did ask Toys for Bob's producer if this was an intentional nod, but it's more about introducing new ways of approaching stages and traversing through them, as Tawna's gameplay segments require you to look around the whole level, as opposed to the immediate area you focus on as Crash or Coco. For example, Tawna has hidden, hard-to-reach crates which require her hookshot to break, whereas Crash and Coco's crates are much more convenient. She can also use her hookshot to hit crates one by one, which is great when they're surrounded by TNTs and nitro crates, reach platforms, hit switches to remove barriers while she's grinding, and attack or stun enemies, depending on their size. But be warned, if they're too big, your hookshot will just deflect off of them. However, Tawna is not completely dependent on her hookshot. She can also attack enemies by jumping on them, much like the other Bandicoots, doing a ground pound, and by doing a karate kick, which really reminds me of the karate kick Coco uses in Wrath of Cortex on the PS2. While again, this wasn't in the developers' minds, I checked, I just love how it's made its way back into the series. Another skill Tawna introduces to the game is wall jumping, and she is the only character who can do this in the game. Not only does this look really cool, I love how the colour splashes out of the walls when you jump on them in this level's inverted mode, but it also complements her fast-paced gameplay. Her stages are designed to allow her to move around quickly and slickly, and if you want to see her at her best, you'll want to combo as many platforming tricks as possible, such as going from a wall jump to a rope swing to a hookshot and then to grinding on rails. She's supposed to look like a badass, and I'm very excited to get to grips with her and do all of these levels as quickly as possible, because yes, her levels, as well as Cortex's and Dingodile's, have time trials too. But don't worry, each character has their very own introductory level to not only add to the story, but also to help you get used to them. In fact, this pirate stage is Tawna's. You will be able to select the levels for this game through a dimensional map, which is very similar to the level selection in the first Crash Bandicoot. The team wanted to present new mechanics and characters to players in a particular order, so rather than go back to something like the warp rooms from Crash Bandicoot 2 and 3, there's a more traditional progression system. In our previous Crash Bandicoot 4 video, we learned that the additional playable characters cross paths with Crash and Coco and influence their adventure, such as Cortex being the reason for a boat exploding during Crash's segment. This all happens through their introductory levels and through optional levels known as timelines. And Tawna is no different. Cortex is trying to stop Crash and Coco from foiling his evil plan, Dingodile is simply trying to get home so will accidentally hinder or help Crash and Coco during their adventure, and Tawna will act more as a guardian angel, helping them from afar without them knowing. In fact, this cutscene takes place after her introductory level. Tawna's been traversing this segment of the pirate world whilst Crash and Coco have been dealing with pirates elsewhere, and saves them after they get into some shenanigans. Actually, let's watch this scene in its entirety.
Thank you so much. Wait, Tawna? But you're different. You're not from our universe.
It's good to see you guys. It's been a long time for me.
We lost touch in your universe too, huh?
Yeah, you could say that.
What did we, like, die or something?
What? No! Nope. No, definitely not. So how are things in your dimension?
The usual. A bunch of evil scientists attempting interdimensional domination.
Huh. So, what you collecting? Crystals? Gems?
Masks.
Ooh, fun. Well, good luck with that.
Wait, you're not coming?
Sorry, I fly solo. But I'll lend a hand where I can. In fact, I already have.
And for now, this is what we can reveal about Tawna Bandicoot, the final playable character in Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time. Apart from a couple of death animations. I am so unbelievably excited to play this game, and I can't wait to dig into it, getting good with all of the stages, characters, and finding as many little details as possible. And I hope you're all just as excited as I am. Please let me know what you think about Crash 4 in the comments, subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this, and hit that notification bell so that you stay up to date with the world of PlayStation. Thank you all so much for watching.
PlayStation